And the bird's already at it. I was just gonna do an update video, but okay. Good afternoon, my people on the channel, all that stuff. Hope you're having a legendary grand day. It's your boy Zach Mountain, and today I'm here to let y'all know. Okay, Zach Mountain of Legendary Grand Entertainment specifically, because there's no other one, and the only one. To announce, I will be having 2 new podcasts added to just my repertoire and the stuff that I have in my series, all that. So, and I also want to explain the name change in this LGE updates number 9. Now, it's not going to be easy because my phone's at like 7%. So, how I'm going to do this, I'm going to have to do it the best way possible and do it how I do it. So, why did I change my name from Lord Homie Zach to Zach Mountain? Now, the reasoning for that is because Homie Zach was something I liked, but, you know, in a lot of things that I've thought about and a lot of names, there's a lot of names, or let's just say the percentage of names that are long are not very common. Like, long names aren't that common. So I wanted to keep mine not like, it wouldn't matter if it was short, long, whatever. But to me, I was like, you know, thinking about it, and some places on websites you can't have such a long name even too. And, you know, if you're a fan of someone, like example Eminem or Drake or Elton John or something, those names aren't that long. Sabrina Carpenter, Olivia Rodrigo. You know, the names, okay, well, that name actually is kind of long. But still, my point is, names, you can only do so much with name inputs. So, I mean, you can always have a nickname. You can always use, you know, a quick nickname sometimes, but you're still that person, you know. So as far as it goes with me, you know, you could still call me Lord Homie Zach. Shoot, you can call me the Homie Zach, just without the 710, because I get uncomfortable with it because people associate the 710 of my name with something that isn't my name, that has nothing to do with my name, and oil has nothing to do with me whatsoever. And I will never associate myself with paraphernalia, no substances, nothing like that. That's not how I roll. That's not how I do things. You can make up any excuse going back to X Deadlies and being like, oh, well, you did this thing at that time. And it's like, you got it. That's exactly my point right now that I'm saying. That's exactly it. See, you completely understand it right there. You get exactly what I'm trying to say. And if you don't understand the sarcasm, I don't know what could make someone think that that has to do with 710 in the Homie Zach 710 or X Deadlies or just anything in general that has nothing to do with me because of other people's choices. That doesn't mean that I wanted to do that specific thing, contrary to probably popular belief, apparently. Now, moving on from that, you can call me ZXinfinite, you can call me Emperor Legend, you can call me, you know, Lethal Deception, or Thug Lethal, or Epic Poke Trainer Z still. I mean, ZXinfinite, ZXI is what I use on the Pokemon games now. I used to do Z, then I did ZX, and then now I do ZXI, so there's that. There's the answer. Final answer. And the final name change, I know you guys are probably expecting another one. You won't have to expect any others. This is it. I'm at the top of the mountain because the whole time I am the mountain. So, Zach Mountain is a new final name change. I know I said that probably the last couple times. You guys are probably saying. So, it is what it is. Just, I don't know how a human being can get so emotional over changing a name. I just, it's I don't know. I don't know how they're not in a mental asylum. Like, honestly, Like, some people actually get emotional over that. That's crazy. And then they're trying to say that they're all like street or something. But I don't know what Josh wants if you do. But anyway, and the whole group. But let's get back to it. Yeah, so hope you have a legendary grand day. Peace, love, prosperity, positivity. That's what it's all about. So if you're doing otherwise, then can't be emotional over it, Can't lose fights over it. But yeah, let me see. So the next thing is the podcast. So 2 new podcasts will be added. I'm gonna be doing one with the Red Scorpion, Mike Martinez. One of the reasons why I got that tattoo, besides my name at the time, 2018, was Scorpius for my music. But then I realized it didn't really make sense. I mean, it kind of did, but it kind of didn't. Because obviously, he's the Red Scorpion, Mike Martinez. So that was the connection there, and I was like, okay, let me do my own version. But he did it because one of the reasons is that is his astrological sign. So for me to do that, I'm a crab. I'm not no scorpion. I got pinchies like this or like this. So like there's just no way that I could go like this and then say that's a scorpion, because that's just not how it is. So I mean, I have connections with it like that, but anyhow, gonna be doing a podcast with them. We already did it pretty much. We've done it over the years. Tried doing it several different versions, or a few different versions, and we landed on Next Level Wrestling, and that's the most recent one we did. That's the name of the podcast. We're gonna be talking about professional wrestling, WWE, AEW, all that jazz. Anything that's happening in the professional wrestling world, we will be talking about. Now, as for the show itself, it's going through a reboot, kind of a rebrand, not necessarily. Still gonna have the same name, and I'm still working on putting everything together as it is, because I'm working hard on my own thing. So it's gonna take some time to set it all up, but we're gonna do that as soon as possible. As for my podcast, now, the Legendary Grand Entertainment Show, the best show on the internet, the best show everywhere, the best show offline, online, the best show that ever existed, that has ever been made, everyone's favorite show, the most legendary grand show there is. The show is also a podcast. So some people might be asking, Zach Mountain, why are you making a podcast when you already have a podcast? Because, see, the Legendary Grand Entertainment Show isn't always a podcast. Like, sure, yeah, it is, but it isn't always related to that, because, or anything close to that. Because there are some episodes where I just straight up kick back, relax, play some video games, and if people don't join the stream, then sometimes it's not a podcast. I don't answer questions, I don't do no Q&As, I don't talk about anything, I just play the game. Now, it's either that, or I just straight up don't really do the podcast aspect of it. I don't do the podcast side of things, and I don't talk about stuff. But it doesn't happen all the time. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. If I do the podcast side of things, then I do it. If I don't, then I don't. But I've done it a lot of times, countless times. I loved it every time. But now, why am I making a podcast while I already have one, is what people are probably going to say right now. So I will be hosting my own, and then me and my father, obviously, my dad, will be hosting another podcast. And then, of course, I have the Legendary Grand Entertainment Show as a podcast mixed in with all kinds of other stuff. So the Legends Castle is specifically based on, or maybe I'll call it the LG Castle. It's specifically based on, or LGE Castle, or Fortress. I don't know. See, like right now, I'm trying to think of like what can best. It could be really anything. So I'm probably just gonna go with LGE Castle. Yeah. The podcast will just consist of, if I ever have any updates, I will talk about it on there. If I have anything happening in my life, I will talk about it on there. As of right now, they're only going to be an hour long. And I'm going to have like each topic, so on and so forth. The same usual. I don't know what that meant. Actually, I don't know why I said same usual, because it's a brand new thing that I'm doing. But it's going to be the same usual as in it's going to be an hour long every time, and it's going to have a few different topics or whatever. And then sometimes I'll have someone as a special guest talking about whatever I'll be talking about. And then, giving them a platform where they can speak on their stuff, share their views, opinions, and express all that, so on and so forth. So, you feel me? So with that said, so the LGE Castle, new podcast coming soon. Trying to do it today, but for some reason my phone just is out of battery already, so I'm gonna have to figure out something on that. And then Next Level Wrestling will be at some point in time. Trying to plan on doing it this week, but been planning on doing it for like a couple years now, but we only basically did a couple episodes with Vicky, or she's changed her studio name, so I don't even know what it is right now. But with Vicky, I guess we'll say that, and her camera work and editing processes, she's been doing all that, but this time I'm going to be taking over and doing basically everything, editing everything on social media, all that stuff. So I'll be taking care of all that. And then as you guys know, the Legendary Grind Entertainment show has been running since 2022 for wow, it's been running for 3 years now. That's crazy. That's why it's season 4 right now, because it was season 1 for 2022 and 2023, season 2 in 2024, and then it's season 3 right now. I think it's season 3. It's supposed to be a yearly thing, so I'm hoping I'm making it consistent and makes sense, because I don't remember making it in 2021, but if I did, then I guess it's season 4. I don't know, but it's supposed to be a yearly thing. Is it going to be the same for the LGE Castle? No, because and here's the reason why. The reason why is because that's only meant for the Legendary Grand Entertainment show, because that show is going to be, like I said, the most consistent, the biggest show that I have. So that one's going to be like mainly focused on. The podcast is for if there's something to talk about, or if there's topics to say, stuff like that. So now all I got to do is charge my phone, laptop, because I would do it on my PC and be doing it right now. I would be doing this update and then doing the video of the podcast, but of course I cannot do that because people are going to rage for no reason at all and get emotional. So yeah, I'm kind of in a way trying to work out what I can in terms of that. That's why I got to go outside to do this stuff, usually without anybody yelling in the background, because for some reason I don't know. Anyway, so yeah, that's LGE updates number 19. That's what's going on. Be expecting that to come soon. As far as everything else, I'm just working on stuff in real life, and I'm working my butt off, as you guys know. And for Legendary Grand Entertainment and everything there. I've been really wanting to make music, but obviously it's the same reason why I can't make content, kind of, without anybody yelling. I mean, it's hard enough when they yell when I'm trying to make content, and then they also will just randomly get mad at me sometimes, and then will also curse out loud and swear when I specifically purposely said out loud that I'm trying to earn money from it, and they themselves said, hey, if you're gonna competitively do video games, then it was something along those lines, then I would be like, oh, then it's whatever, is what they were saying. And then saying stuff, well, you got to get the subscribers if you want to earn the money and all this other stuff. So it's like, I'm trying to do that, but I can't do that when you're swearing out loud. Like, it's kind of weird when you're saying one thing, but then you're going to completely, like, Like, I'm so confused. Like, if you don't support it, it is what it is. But, like, I don't know. I'm just so confused. Grandma's ex-husband. Ah, man. Well, anyways, shout out to Conflux Stars and Dead Set Gaming. That's all I gotta say. So, hope you have a legendary grind day. Make sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe. You guys already know all that stuff. I'm gonna head back inside and hopefully try to figure out this situation and doing the podcast, because I have something I wanted to talk about. One topic so far, but I'll figure something out for you guys, and I'll get that done as soon as possible. So see you guys next time. Appreciate y'all for watching. Peace, love, prosperity, positivity. You guys already know all four. LGE updates number 19. See you guys on the 2 new podcasts, the Legendary Grand Entertainment Show, and I'll see you guys in the future for everything else that I do too. So it's been your boy, Zach Mountain, and peace.